G'day everyone, it's SDS SuperCoach, providing SuperCoach content for you. I'm here to present the round 11 preview and my final trades heading into round 11. I know we're a day late, but just thought I'd quickly do an update for you guys. Sorry about the lack of content this year. It's been really poor of me. And probably my rank deserves the lack of content this year because, yeah. But look, we're still looking to make a charge inside the top 1% if possible. So it's at 2.5K. So that'd be good, but I'll show you my final trades. Fisher and Richards in for Howes and Jones. Jones is dead. He's out for 6 to 8 weeks. In a time when we need guys during the buys, I think it's just time for him to go. Now I'm getting rid of Blake Howes. Originally, it's going to be Will Graham, but with him being dropped, I think I'd rather just keep Graham and maybe hope that he could come back just due to the lower break even. The reason I was going to hold Howes is because he's going up against St Kilda this week, but it's irrelevant now because he's dropped. So he had to go. Didn't go Fraser. We'll see how Richards goes tonight. We'll just have to see how that goes. Yeah. I'll give my reasoning why I've done this, but and I'm bringing Zach Fisher, even though I think this will be my 5th premium out for the buy rounds, but it's only 5 players out, so I can just play whoever I want there. So next week will be the start of the next block of buy rounds, so the mid-season buys. So we'll see how Zach Fisher goes. I think there's a good chance he goes up like 50K. And I just thought, you know what, he just ain't gonna be. I think for a guy where his break even so low, how dire the forward line situation is, I think I'm just gonna have a crack at Zach Fisher. So get him at the price while we can, especially considering our cash gen hasn't been the greatest this year. So get him at that price. My idea as well was to loop Closey and Howes with Graham. Sorry, not Graham, with Marty Hall. But now with Howes dropped, that plan's gone down the toilet, so can't even loop him. VC Ryan, C on Gorn. So we're seeing how Luke Ryan goes tonight, hoping for a mammoth score here, or just hoping for a good captain score here. And we'll take it. So, what else can we talk about here? So English, no, sorry. We'll talk about why I went Richards over Fraser. So the thought process is that next week it's looking like we're having no rookies whatsoever. So unless we went early on someone, the idea was with Richards lower break even than Fraser, 6K more expensive. My thought process was if we didn't have any blokes on the bubble next week, which clearly seems to be the case, unless Will Dawson turns out to be an option, but if we didn't have any other options, the only other option was to go Fraser. So that was my sort of idea where he'll just be a little bit cheaper than Richards, but that might not be the case this week. So another rookie I've missed on, bloody pain in the ass. But if I was in a better position, I probably would have double downgraded. But I'm just in the position where I've traded out too many premiums, and I just really got to try to go one up, one down from here. Still 5 upgrades to go, 2 in the back line, 2 in the midfield, and 1 in the forward line because I'm counting Fisher as a forward. So I think in terms of who the last 5, like the dream scenario would be in the midfield, Rowell and Merritt. In the back line, Houston, Martin, but I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to get both. So if I can't, I think I'm just going to chuck a pot here, whether that's someone like a Nick Blakey or even a James Sicily or a Sinclair, one of these guys in here. If I can't afford Nick Martin, I think that's the idea here. Yeah, so Houston, if possible, and then either a Potter or Merritt. Sorry, not Merritt. Martin, Merritt, and Rowell. I think I'll be getting one of them next week. Probably using Sam Darcy, to be honest, because he could be up. But I do think there's a world where he could go all right against Collingwood, especially with no Aaron Norton as well. So he's one of the main targets as well. Although that might mean that he's spending a bit more time forward. I don't know. I'll have to give it some more thought. We'll have to see how the week pans out. And then the forward line, probably Rankin. but not too sure. Could be Charlie Curnow right here. Could be Shy Bolton if he gets pretty cheap, but don't like the inconsistency. Could be Dylan Moore. Could be whoever there. So in terms of how ideally this is how I'd want it to go. Merritt, so one of Merritt or Rao, the other the following week because I'm going Fisher. My original plan was I was going to get in Fisher after his bye, but I think at that price it's too hard to say no to. And then but I think it'll be Merritt and Rao ideally in the next 2 weeks. Then after that, ideally Houston. Um, then whatever order it may be, it'll be that pod defensive option or Rankin if he's back. I don't know. It'll be that sort of idea. I definitely want to get in one of Rowell or Merritt next week if possible. So whether that's using Wilson and Darcy, I like I like having their scores on field. I mean, clearly not with Sam Darcy, but yeah. So look, I think that's sort of the plan here. I explained my theory with that. Hopefully, Graham. I think a lot of people have traded him out. Hopefully, Graham's back next week, but not sure if that's possible. But Dimmer likes to swing the axe here, so hopefully Graham can get another run because I don't think he did too much wrong to be honest. So, yeah. What are our loopholes? So originally I was going to loop Closey and Howes, but Howes has to go. I'm looping Sullivan tonight to see how he goes, and I'm looping Richards to see how he goes tonight. So looping those two. If Sullivan fails, to be honest, if Richards is a success and Sullivan is a fail, I think the idea might be to swing Dempsey onto the field because I trust him more than a Rogers and a McAuliffe. Though McAuliffe's getting some CBA, so I don't know about that. So that's sort of the thought process here. Trades for next week. I mean, we'll see if I can get it's either Fraser or a loophole or Will Dawson and one of Merritt or Rowell. I think that's the idea here. Yeah, and I'm captain Gorn. I'm backing him in to respond as a captain should against one of the easiest rucks to score on in Rowan Marshall. So we'll just see how that goes. And yeah, there's too much else to report. I'll quickly review the Sydney Dogs game. Warner, unreal. I think he'll be a type of bloke that will be trying to get into our side at some point for the next 8 years, to be honest. Bontempelli, very good. Good response there. Goulden, really good if you have him. Blakey, I'm mildly interested in him as a pod. Trelaw, yep, very good. English, he's so annoying to watch. That was one of my worst. This is why I don't muck around with ruck trades, but yeah, that's been a massive failure there with trading out Marshall just to have Sweet at R2. Then Sweet got illness, and then I brought in English, and I've had him for 3 weeks, and he's averaged like 95 or some crap. So, Heaney, I feel like, is this his first non-ton of the year? I could be very wrong here, by the way. I feel like he doesn't, yeah, Sun's 98. So his worst score of the year, that's all right. Grundy 86. I guess that helps a bit, but having English didn't really get much of an advantage over others. Garcia, he's been a better pick than Rogers, so good one there. Richards got concussed there. Fraser looks good. If you went Fraser, good on you. I really liked either option, but I went with Richards as I explained, is in the reason why, just because it opens up the opportunity of getting Fraser if there's nothing much else out there. Sanders 73 as a sub. Probably shows the 18.6% that aren't playing anymore. Jack McRae 60, that's a yikes. I think it's just an avoid. I think he's just about cooked, to be honest, mate. Sam Darcy, he's probably a trade next week. I think the break even I've seen is in the mid-90s for what he's projected, so I think it might be his time to go. Jordan tagged, a bit of Dale, a bit of Trelaw, that sort of thing. Roberts to a sub. I really hope if I really hope if you had Roberts, I hope you traded him out. Otherwise, you've lost all what you could have you've lost all of what you could have gained out of this pick now. So well, not lost all, but yeah, bad move if you kept him. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying SuperCoach this year. Hasn't been my greatest year, but we're still trying and that sort of thing. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be at the footy Hawthorn versus Brisbane with DR. So that'll be ripper fun. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys are going good. Catch ya.